All right, we're starting our piano painting. Yes, this is the color set I've chosen. We will go through colors again in a while. First, the sketch, of course. Yeah? So you have your pencil. You already experienced, you know how it's done. My idea is that we have here one like a bit curvy line. So we will have, let's say, a stage here on top. And here I will have some, let's say, seating rows. So with some people, some chairs, some heads. Yeah. This will be also one of the tasks, how to show, you know, the feeling that there are chairs, the people. So not to draw them all kind of precisely, but create. Yeah. So
I forgot that one.
Yet you have a question, Sanjana. Tell me.
No, I forgot again what I wanted to ask.
Okay, then when you remember. Yeah. So just maybe a little bit, I can kind of mark some circles. So this is also one of the skills that an artist should have, that sometimes we need to show something without painting it like definitely. Yeah. So it should be some. So in the end, it's just some curvy lines, but altogether it should make a feeling that it's chairs, people are sitting there. Yeah. We will work on it with more with paint. Yeah. So this area will be definitely with layers when we create one layer. And then
I'm drawing these stick thingies.
Yeah, not too much. Don't focus on this. I did it just like example. Yeah, you don't really need to repeat all the circles now, just so for you to have an idea what I mean. Because anyway, this area will be also darker. And here our stage will be with the light. And now let's do the piano.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah.
I'm almost done. Just need to do a little.
Good.
Okay, I'm done.
Very nice, Elena. So the next step, we have all this space left, and we need to mark how big is our together girl and piano are. So here I found like one picture that we can use. But what you do, don't make it too small. For example, the top of piano, let's say I'm choosing here. It will be this upper part of the tab, yeah? And then let's say the legs, yeah, maybe will be somewhere here. Yeah, just approximate. So kind of don't make it small, make it bigger. Here will be maybe the end of my piano.
It should look like we're zooming into the piano and the person.
Exactly. So it will be all together. So this is the this upper part. Yeah, I'm doing like, yeah. But why I did first those lines? It's somehow I defined the endpoints. So I see on my drawing and I say, okay, the highest endpoint on top is where is this type of piano. It should be like on my paper will be somewhere here. So kind of really high, yeah. And then the end point on the right will be somewhere here. So kind of I defined those sizes. And then inside, I already start, let's say, building the shape. Because if I start first with the shape, sometimes it turns too small, you know. So first always kind of trying to, yeah, so here maybe a bit wrong. So maybe here the text is here. Somewhere. So somewhere here, maybe this horizontal line. Of piano, so something like this. Yeah, so let's say this line doesn't exist. Yeah, so like I would erase it. And then also something. Yeah, we started better with this right side of piano, and then we end up.
Your screen.
Is it okay? All good? Can you see can you hear me well?
Mm.
Or is it getting frozen? Is it unfrozen now?
It was not frozen with me.
No, it wasn't frozen. I heard Juliet Ellie something. Not sure if it's on my side or is it on their side. But I see you well. Sanjana, hey girls, all good? All good? The connection? Yeah. Good, good. Continue. Okay, here comes one leg. Yeah, it's a bit longer than you see. I've planned at the start, and it's normal. So first I usually choose the size like I feel, but then I start building my the parts, and then sometimes, of course, we end up a bit longer or a bit.
The piano is not easy to draw.
It's not easy to draw. That's true, but we take time. Yeah, and yeah, in the end, it's also a little bit the same, like we already talked about those people sitting at the bottom. The piano also could be that we don't draw it precisely, but that the people get the feeling, they say, okay, it's a stage with the piano, even if the lines are not precise. For example, I mark a bit bigger this line where those white parts of piano are, because it's like very typical, very characteristical part of what we are painting. So sometimes I can exaggerate, yeah, and on purpose I make it bigger, so then people notice, aha, black piano, and there are these white parts, and that's also the kind of the connection, the explanation. Yeah? So I got these two legs, then here is one, this hanging part where coming those things where you press with the and then it will be the person. So to fit in the person, it's similar. First you choose the general size. So first you say, okay, where my head is situated. You can also compare, okay, the top of the head is somewhere, yeah, like a bit higher than this horizontal part of piano. So yeah, maybe somewhere here is.
We are missing another leg of the piano.
Yeah. But this the last leg we're gonna do when we do the person. Yeah, it's also important to distinguish between important parts and not important. Yeah, like even if I forget this leg, yeah, I can make their fog, make some lights. So maybe even it's not. Yeah, but of course, if I forget to draw this step or some part of piano, then Okay, what's next? Then I try to find where my line of shoulders is. And it's already a bit, yeah, so it's a bit going a bit down this line. So I'm not doing the face yet. I've just kind of did the top of the head. And then I try to find the shoulder. And of course, very important, how my hand is going and how it's touching then the, yeah, so this movement, yeah, kind of yeah, because once I have it right, once I have my hand kind of in correct and right position, then I can already do, okay, the back and where it's sitting, yeah, because I need the correct height, so the hand is touching those white, oh, sorry. Yeah, my phone, always ringing when it's not. All right, okay, then straight line for the back. Yeah, then later when we paint, we can choose the, yeah, so here the girl is sitting in a shirt, trousers, but we can invent some dress, we can choose some color, yeah. And so the chair as well, here the chair looks a bit somewhat complicated, it has kind of,
It's almost like a table, how you draw it in like another type.
yeah, exactly. It looks like table, but I was watching this chair close, and I think it's because it's you know, you can kind of change the height, and so that's why it looks a bit like, or maybe it's kind of stylish way. Yeah, no. So here is our chair. What else will be important to paint are the shadows on the floor. Yeah, in this picture I've chosen, there are many shadows, but we will do just the ones. So here is also like the floor, it's a bit glossy, but I suggest we do only those that are kind of falling shadows. So this shadow on under the chair here, the bottom, and of course the big one. So here also comes the leg, as Sanjana noticed correctly. Yeah, somewhere here we can.
I'm still drawing the chair.
Yeah. Take your time, no rush.
I don't want to make any mistakes. I'm trying like to almost like try it all to make it look like a person.
Use eraser. It's normal to use eraser a lot. Yeah, you draw a line, you correct.
Where did you draw the other leg, the last leg? From the piano?
Exactly. So I put it here a bit in front of the legs of the girl. Yeah, on this picture, the leg here is kind of behind the legs, but in my composition, somehow it fitted better. Yeah, a bit. So this dark, this is my one more leg.
It kind of now looks really like a piano than before.
Well, that's step by step. Yeah. What we also can do, for example, on this here, on the picture, there are no those notes, but we can put also this white, let's say, paper maybe. Yeah. So this, what is the correct word? Yeah. It's like where you look and you know what to play, for example, because this is also like a typical.
MEV?
Yes.
I can ask today my mom to get the card of decks from up. It was the whole and the last 2 weeks they were up there. Somewhere I couldn't reach it.
Okay.
And so maybe I can get it today.
All right, let's see. Yeah.
Because it works better with the other cards.
I see. All right, yeah, why not?
Not sure,
but now let's concentrate on painting, and afterwards we can have some fun. Agree?
Mhm.
Good, good, good. So I tried to paint my head also a little bit like looking down. It means the ear here is a bit, it's going higher. Yeah, you can do also this experiment with yourself, like in the mirror also when you move your head. If I move, you know, my chin down, my ear is going up. So like the girl, she's looking down. So her ear on the head is going up. If I try to look up on ceiling, then my ear like position goes down. And also a few shadows on the girl. So there is one shadow under the arm. Yeah, that will be kind of important. And here is also a bit on the back. Yeah, so this helps us to show a bit the figure. Yeah, so this is, and the face, really, no, don't try to make like real face. It's just like maybe one line that indicates the nose, but the rest it's like almost nothing. And
How did you draw the face again? Like,
you almost don't. You like kind of, you don't draw the face in this kind of, yeah, don't try make the eye, don't try to make, it's just kind of one very light line. And the only thing you can kind of do is a little bit the nose. So it's a little bit like something, yeah. So the most important, like, let's say we have hair, and so with the position of hair and our ear, yeah, we give this feeling of the, yeah, so maybe this shadow a bit on the neck, a bit more, but and what I also like on this painting, but I give you time to finish. Yeah.
so it's technically almost looking like.
Yeah, no worries. Take time, finish. Yeah, I know figure, the person figure is never easy. So
Yeah.
but I mean, you have to practice. So you have to start somewhere. And
I forgot. I'm drawing the book right now.
good.
I just finished my sketch.
Very nice, Juliet. Take a look. One more thing. So on this picture that I found, I'm looking at your sketch. Cool. Yeah. Very nice.
I'm showing my sketch in 1 second.
Good. Let's look. And this picture, there is very nice shadow. I think we can try putting it also on the wall. Maybe it will create kind of nice atmosphere, you know? So maybe there is some, we can put the background, so kind of lightly, not everything, but just this part with the stick. Yeah, this stick that is holding the, so this stick is also here, actually. I have forgotten it. It's somewhere.
Do we have to draw the shadow?
If you really don't like it, of course not. Yeah, I'm gonna do it because I think it might give nice feeling for composition, a little bit something kind of yeah, but it's not complicated. It's just those few lines and the part of the stick. Yeah, and then also don't forget to add the stick here on the real part of piano. And
where's my razor? Up there.
And one more thing before we start moving to the paints. So again, we can, if I move closer, what I see on these two parts, I see kind of here like two lighter lines. And it's again, it's because piano is curvy. So there are lights shining in. And so we can hear kind of, I mark these two lines so later I don't forget and I make them lighter. And this will help me to define the, kind of to define the shape of piano. Let's see, Sonia.
Like this.
Yeah. Wow, cool. Yeah.
Not the
Okay, you remember also the so the lightning part, like although with acrylics it's not that important, but look, I like very much like the size, very good. You went big, you went, for so.
And I draw the audience like this.
Cool. Yeah. Very nice. So. Yeah, so for those who finish sketch. For those who already can slowly start preparing the paints.
What colors again? Oh, I know we need black.
Exactly. We all have agreed piano will be black. So the black is going for piano, but you see, there are all lights all around. So we will need some yellow if you have gold, let's say if you're using acrylics, you have gold, feel free to take gold. Yeah, maybe I even will take, so I'll use gouache, but
I only have this ochre.
Actually, ochre is nice. I will actually change, not the bright yellow, but I will use some,
I'm also using.
Exactly. You see those two lines here, some light on this big part of piano. So, because if we just color piano all black,
I feel like the best brush for the piano to draw it black is this one, because if you do too thick, you won't really see the details.
Yeah. No, piano needs go with the small, exactly.
But it's not now that it's not this 10, because if it's this pen will take forever.
Yeah.
But I took this one.
Good
this
one.
This is a smaller one.
Yeah, nice choice. Yeah. So, and I will use some brown for this area of people. Yes, because then it should be darker. So here I also found one image that can give us some inspiration for the people. So you see, it's all very dark where the people are sitting. Yeah, brown, very good. Exactly, yeah. So we need to create just this all is dark because light is on stage, but just some feeling of. And I have orange because I also have found one inspirational picture with piano in kind of orangey room.
Yeah, but then the whole piano is black.
Yeah, but we're gonna have our piano black anyway, right, with those just some yellowish parts. But the background, let's say like this, background, each one can decide which one you wanna have. Yeah,
I want pink as my background.
Exactly. Maybe you don't want it to be bright. Maybe the opposite. You want it to be pale, calm. Yeah, we will experiment. So background is your free experimental choice. So then let's, of course, start with the stage.
I want to.
People.
I'm still putting my pink in.
Good.
Make pretty pink.
Yeah, but the pink will be in the end. The background will be in the end. First we go for black. We go for this sienna or gold, and we go for brown. Yeah. So here I prepare my.
I'm just putting my colors in, so I don't have to get them again later.
Yeah, of course. That's good to prepare all the colors.
And okay, I'm mixing the pink and then I'm done.
Good. Yeah, as in our usual process, we start with the light areas. And I suggest we also, like, till our brush is all clean. We haven't got into black paint yet. Yeah, because, you know, once you're in black, it all gets messy. So we start exactly with those highlights on piano. We take, let's say, sienna, or we take gold, or we take this yellowish, and we just go through some parts on piano. Yeah, on the tab, on the legs, on the sides. So just to kind of have, yeah, so I'll go just a little bit in front so you can see. So for example, all this side line is in light. Yeah.
I can't really see where you're putting it on because your sketch is a little light.
Yeah, of course, my sketch is very light, but look, so then I'm putting on this side line of piano. So here on the picture, you can see this long line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now soon you'll see it better. I will have it. Yeah, and then also kind of inside part of the tab, I can also do this.
Where? Yeah, I think you're gonna have to show me where you're putting it all the time.
Yeah, so exactly this all upper part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this one. So some, because it's something shining, there are a lot of lights around. Like later we can put some black also on top of these. Yeah, it's kind of not, so that's why I can play a bit around freely, putting a bit more of yellow, no worries. Yeah.
And where did you put? So I got it again.
So it's all the tab, it's all this upper part of piano at the moment. Yeah. And so now will be two important lines that will help us a lot to show the shape of piano. Are these two lines on the sides? Yeah, so one is here where piano is ending. So the last right line of piano. So here it's small, so yeah.
I got it where this square is.
Where it's ending, exactly. I just put this one line to show its curving light. And the same line, maybe a bit bigger, a bit higher, will be here. Like it's, yeah. So it's a little bit like around the yeah.
You can't use water for acrylics, right?
Yeah, of course you can use water for acrylics, but at the moment, I would advise you to work more or less dry, you know, because like when we do floor, we use more water, but for these small details, it's easier to do them.
My hair is showing darkly up,
Yeah,
but I think it's not so bad if it shows a little more
cool.
darker up. A little more the color showing, not very light.
I mean, don't be afraid to put now too much yellow because you can so easily cover it with black.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not worried if, you know, the yellow is too much. So here I also put under the leg a little bit. Yeah, maybe also some touch-ups on the legs. They also have some yellowish light. Yeah, it also helps us a bit to
might need a thinner brush for that.
So these, let's say, these are the main ones. And if you feel you want to add some more like sunshine lights, feel free to go around piano and yeah, maybe a bit on upper part.
Can you please slow down because I'm still trying to like do the legs.
All right, yeah. I'm waiting. So at this point where we arrived, so just the piano, we have lots of light on the tab. We have, of course, this side line. Then we have some light spots inside, and the body of piano also has those lines. Because if you imagine, the rest should be more or less.
I did some parts there. So now,
Yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Wow, you're brave. Very good colors. Yeah. But really like this orangey, this bright one.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Let it be there. Maybe a bit more on the chair can be as well, but maybe not so necessary, because then the chair doesn't. Yeah, no, but the chair better not, because then it will be.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do on the chair.
Yeah, chair will be contradicting too much. The piano is the main hero, so.
I think I'm done with the shining and everything.
Exactly. Yeah, that's. Let's give a few minutes for Ellie to catch up.
Oh,
Yeah. So no worries. We wait for everyone.
Evie,
Yeah, tell me, Sanya.
maybe we could also do another thing on the stage, not only a piano, like not, I don't know, what I want to say. Maybe we could do something like confetti or something as if the show just ended.
Wow, but it like many people, you mean? Yeah, like concert.
Yeah.
Oh, it will be complicated to do lots of music instruments, but we can
No,
give it.
I mean like when the show ended, like a little more confetti and something like that.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah, we play, of course, around. We make it fun when we finish like with the main important parts. Then we just can invent our. So I will just explain. I'm not painting yet. Yeah. Yeah, Ellie, Juliet, you finish. No worries. Yeah. What will be important now in putting black on the piano? Prepare, let's say, one a bit grayish, and one, let's say, stays as dark as it is from. Yeah. Because still we need not just one black. Let's say we need black and gray. Because still we need to distinguish a bit between the. Yeah, and so then just with white, I prepare some.
Are we doing the black thing now?
Exactly, we are preparing. So I'm doing now like dark gray.
Okay.
Yeah, and we can start with this, with dark gray.
Oh, so we have a little more different tones on the piano.
Exactly, yeah. If we do just one black, then it will be just one black spot, but we make a bit more sophisticated.
Mm-hmm.
How's Ellie? Ellie, do you need help? Maybe you want to show me your drawing. Maybe then.
Okay.
Oh, you're doing really great. Oh, sorry, I was thinking that. No, looks perfect. Yeah. Nice. Very good job. I love that. You have the tab, you have those shiny spots.
Where are we? Oh, wait, I still need to mix mine.
Yeah, so the
Where's
next
my mixing brush? Oh, there's my mixing brush.
I don't really like my painting.
You don't like it, but maybe like we all have just kind of, it's the start, you know. It looks strange also on my paper, but maybe if like just try follow the next steps, maybe, you know, it shall have the shape. Yeah, now of course the shape is very strange. I agree.
Evie?
Yes, yeah.
Evie, I just mixed
Yeah, the internet.
I just have to, I have to add more white.
Good.
But now it might be light gray.
Yeah. Julie, do you have gray also prepared?
I prepared gray.
Yeah, very good. Maybe you can give a hand also to Ellie if she allows, if she needs to, or I don't know. Like Ellie, don't be sad. We just try, continue, and we will put the drawing like it will turn.
I have done successfully the dark gray.
Oh, you see, Sanyana running already. Ah, you mean just prepared on the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
successfully.
Yeah.
Or else it will just be black.
Good. Ellie, shall we continue with gray? Then maybe it starts looking better. Yeah. Let's just try. And if not, it's I'll show you the way how to correct it. There is also the way how to, if now doesn't work, there is a secret path that we can correct. Yeah. So, okay. So this side where the girl is playing, yeah, first don't forget if you have the paper there, then yeah, don't cover the paper. But this side, I will put a bit more lighter, let's say. But I do without the paper. I already, but you can have with the paper.
What are we doing?
So we are doing now, we are covering with gray.
Okay, but my gray is dark.
All right, I mean, it's if it's like really dark, or maybe actually my gray is a bit too light. You're right, I will add a bit more darker.
One question, where you're painting right now, there's my book right now, what I drew.
Yeah, I know. You can go around your book, you know. I will, somehow I felt, yeah.
Where should I paint?
All right, yes. So Ellie, we are painting here. So between the person, so here I will just go a little bit very lightly. So here is my person. And now I'm covering the left side of piano. Yeah, just like as we draw the piano, we have the legs.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Where did you draw the under gray thingy?
The under what? The
down and where you're just drawing right now, where you just drawed right now.
Yeah. So let's say I'm going all around the piano, yeah, with this gray, like on this left side. So here I have where the girl is touching the hand. So we're under the hand of the girl and on top of the hand of the girl. Yeah, this side is this grayish.
And can you also go next to the book, like the other side of the book, the right side?
Exactly, very correct. Yeah, around the book, also all this side. Yeah.
And another question is, I think I've done my gray too dark.
So what you can do, you can either like, well, you need to let it dry. Yeah, I mean, and then you just add a bit more white on top. Or if you feel it's still wet on your paper, you can try adding white directly. Yeah, just kind of give it a look. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I've chosen a bit too complicated, but bear with me, girls. I think we can manage. Yeah, it's not much left for the piano. The rest will be more easier. Yeah.
My piano looks good. I'm still. I think Ellie's still painting part of the piano part. Ellie, did you use too much white?
Yeah.
Are you using black right now?
So now I took now a bit darker already. So we can go for this left side of the piano. Yeah.
Mhm.
So somewhere here.
Okay, I gotta take this paintbrush and take my black.
Yeah.
So the other side thingy.
Exactly. So the side where the girl is sitting is just a little bit lighter. It's grayish. And the side that is the opposite, then we just do a bit more black. Yeah. So,
So I don't know.
yeah. Ellie, if you want, show me again. Let's see again together your drawing, and yeah, maybe I can help you. It's just the start. We can still correct everything. No need to. Yeah, but you are doing very good. I don't see why you feel sad. You do it perfectly, just the way. Yeah. You have the yeah. It just looks very weird for the moment, maybe, but give you a few minutes. So here I'm going also for the legs.
I feel like my piano is gigantic and my person is a tiny person.
Yeah, but we would
But
make,
it's not bad, I guess.
we can make also the person bigger, you know, it's still like just not.
But I did my person sketch so good that I don't want to erase it anymore.
I know. So when you do this black, don't don't cover those lines that we did. Yeah.
Yeah. But for that, I also need a thin brush.
Yeah. You should change the brush accordingly, like how it feels to the
And
shape.
Evie,
Yeah.
what is gouache?
Gouache is a paint. So it's something in between watercolors and acrylics. Yeah.
Okay.
So gouache is like, it's pretty cheap medium. Yeah. It's and it's also on water based, the same like watercolors, the same like acrylics, but it just has a bit different techniques, or let's say, like when we work with acrylics, we work different than in the watercolors. And
1 second.
and the same.
Nana phone. Okay. Where did? So I'm gonna.
Yeah. The main difference with gouache and acrylics is that acrylics you can make, let's say, if you put a lot of acrylic, then it kind of creates a little hill on your paper, you know, you can make the relief, you can make it like a bit curvy, let's say, yeah. And but gouache will always stay flat. You can't create those shapes, let's say, yeah. Yeah, so here
Okay.
inside of my tape.
And I can't really fade in the colors.
Uh-huh. So,
I'm taking more gray right now. You can't really understand the difference so good. I don't think I'm really gonna get it fading in with the thingy.
mm.
It's a little hard.
It's not easy, I agree. Yeah, the idea of stage and piano was great, but piano itself not easy. But let's just go through, you know, sometimes in the middle you feel the painting is disaster, but when you continue, when you don't give up, sometimes it turns out quite nicely. Yeah, so it's.
Can I use a little bit water to mix it up?
But of course, yeah.
Not too much, only a little bit.
Yeah, of course, Anyana, but you experienced, you already know, like you feel when you need a bit more. water when you need a bit less. Yeah.
I'm using my finger to dab it correctly.
Yeah.
Do artists also use fingers, or do they mostly only use their paintbrushes?
Mhm. So here I did also.
Evie,
Yeah, what was the question about artists?
and do artists mostly use paint and just use their brush, or do you also sometimes also use fingers?
Oh, you can use whatever. You can use brush, fingers, palette knife. You can paint with a plastic card. You can use sponge.
I
If you're the artist, I mean, there is no rule. You can't use one or the other thing.
One time, me and Ellie did an art gallery, and I used fingers for one of my projects.
Nice. What was it about? What did you paint it, Juliet?
I think I forgot where it is, but I know I have it somewhere, I think. And I think I used red, yellow, and blue, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Something like I just dotted the page, sort of like a Yayoi, sort of like dots, like by Yayoi, sort of like a Yayoi Kusama painting, because sometimes they have dots in them, so I wanted to do dots in it, but it was just dots. I had the idea to do that.
Sounds
I'm
cool.
not done yet.
Sounds very cool.
I'm not close to be done yet. This painting is gonna take forever.
Yeah, we just got stuck too long with piano. I know. The rest will go more quickly. No worries. Yeah.
Okay, and I have another question on you, Evie.
Yeah.
I want to tell you something actually. I actually today didn't want to come to a painting class because I'm very tired after school, because my school ends at 4:15, and when I come home it's almost like 4:30. But today we had to wait for my mother and sister since they were in Italy and it was raining, so they couldn't even come for the train or something like that. So that was like 10 minutes extra. And so that's why I didn't have so much time when I came home.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I know, but I hope even if it's not easy today, you have fun, and then in the end it's relaxing. And yeah, but I know when it's tired that it's hard to kind of, yeah, but
And I think I'm gonna have to use another brush and really correctly draw these. Wow, how good.
Oh, and again, don't I forget again the stick. So the stick holding the tab. If this area around is dry, then you can just draw one line.
Evie?
Yeah.
I have an idea what we could draw next time.
Yeah, tell us.
A beach.
A beach. Someone is looking forward to vacation already. Yeah.
Because like it's summer right now, so it kind of matches the theme.
Yeah. What beach you like, with people or without the people?
I would say without the people, because it's kind of like you really notice it's very nice and relaxing. With the people, I feel like it's gonna kind of, I don't know, but I feel like without people looks better.
Good. So then palm tree, I suppose?
Yeah, and then maybe on the palm tree some coconuts.
Yeah.
And an umbrella in the sand, some water.
Oh.
A dolphin jumping out of the water.
Such a cheesy image, Tanyana, such a cheesy one. Like a romantic movie you were watching.
Yeah, and a chair maybe.
Good.
Maybe like one person by the chair, that might be you or something like that.
Yeah.
But or else I wouldn't really add like a big crowd or something.
Good.
One person would be enough for me.
All right, let's move a bit other steps, because I feel everyone is a bit tired with piano. So just whatever your piano is now, let it rest. If there'll be need, we can do touch-ups
So-
later.
Can we come there again to the piano?
Yeah, I mean, just like the level you have it, leave it rest. Let's do the other stuff. And
This
then
way.
if needed, then we can come back and because sometimes you get too tired with one part, then it's good to switch.
Okay, I'm coming. I just need to finish this one hole here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
So what will I do? I will take my brown and I will cover this area where the people are. Yeah, and this will be the first layer because, yeah, to create the feeling of people, we will go there with black again. So as usually, we use just some lighter first, and in this case, it will be brown. Even if it looks light, it looks dark, sorry, it like all these areas should be darker because it's always like this. When it's the concert, the area where the people are sitting is in the dark.
Evie,
Yeah.
I accidentally forgot that I actually have to leave this white spot where the person is playing, but now it's gray.
Yeah, you see, I also don't have these white paper notes. It's okay because when it's dry,
Oh,
I
not
can
that
edit.
one.
I can edit on top.
Not that one. That where the white thing needs to play.
Abby,
Yeah.
um,
Tell me, Ellie.
I have not done the stool yet.
Ah, sorry. I really apologize. I'm waiting. Let's wait till Ellie is done with tool and yeah. So take a look, Ellie. It's not. So basically, what I have 3 lines of legs. Let's say one leg is somewhere there. I almost don't see it. It's not that important. And I have these 2 lines that are going a little bit kind of, if I look from the middle, they go up one side and the other one goes up the other side. Yeah, so are these sides of chair. And the area where the girl is sitting, I just did like very light gray, yeah, so not kind of, because later we decide which color dress we want. So I don't put too dark there yet, yeah, so hopefully chair shouldn't be.
Evie, I have to tell 2 things. The first thing is that you can't really see the details on my piano anymore.
You can see details on piano.
No, I can't really see them, but I still have like the golden stuff, but I can't really see all the details.
Yeah, but you remember we also try create a feeling. So maybe later when we do the background, when we do the stage color, like the floor, if in the end you show to someone and say, okay, what's that? And the person says, okay, it's a stage with a piano. So this is the important. So not the details, but the feeling. Yeah, let's kind of try. So your shape of piano today can be like whatever. It just kind of has to get this yeah, so because sometimes when you start looking other artists.
And I have another question.
Yes.
It was not the book what I draw in gray. It was these pressing things on the piano.
Yeah. Okay.
I draw them accidentally gray.
I understand now what you mean. But it's again, the golden rule you should remember. If you did something wrong, just let it dry.
And then after it dried, I could add white on them.
Exactly, Sanyana. You see?
And I think I would also not cover the whole thing in white because also some buttons on the piano are black.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Just gonna go one more time on my thingy. And then
Yeah, take your time. So all I did, I covered brown this layer at the bottom where the people are sitting.
Evie,
Yeah.
maybe one day we could draw with color pencils or something.
Oh, of course. Yeah, we can ask girls how they feel about color pencils. I like them. I like color pencils. Yeah.
But I would not. If we will draw with sketch pen, I cannot because sketch pens don't work so good. I need.
Mm,
My mom said I should just keep them because it doesn't make any sense because we only have 3 more weeks. Why not keep them and not even using them so much? You don't even need them by lessons. The sketch pen.
I see. I
You
see.
only need except by art class maybe, but by normal class except art we don't even need the sketch pens.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So I see, Juliet, you're ready. So we wait for rest, but I can explain for you, you know, so if you want to move a bit.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'm with my crowd too. I'm not.
yeah, let's girls, let's give 1 minute to Ellie. I mean, let's let her catch up, but I can just explain in voice. So if anyone feels to, yeah, you can jump and go forward. So we did the brown. It will be the first layer for the people. So later we go on here with black to create some feeling of people sitting. While it's drying, what I do, I can take again my sienna or yellowish. I will mix it with white and we do the floor. Yeah, the floor, you see something like very light wooden. So something neutral.
Mhm.
You can also feel free here, if you do the floor, to use the dry brush. So I clean my brush, I wipe it. Yeah, I don't want much water in there. And then I can use, you remember, when the brush is dry, it gives us the brush strokes. So like this, we can create also the feeling of the wood or, yeah, the difference.
I have one question. I'm gonna show my yellow. 1 second.
Yeah.
It's okay. Wait 1 second. I'm looking at the screen so I know. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Wait.
Oh, very nice yellow, something very there, golden. Yeah.
It's kind of like creamy yellow.
It looks very cool. Yeah. Check it, how it looks if you mix it with white. Yeah, we
I
just,
already did that.
cool. So, yeah, so just it looks a bit lighter. So, and again, and then I just can go like strokes. Okay, mine was a bit too light. I go a bit more. Yeah. So we do the floor. We do the floor of our stage.
I think first I'm gonna do it a little light and then go over it if I even need it. Go over it again.
Yeah.
I want to take most of the paint kind of off with a tissue and then use a little bit of it. The stage looks very, very yellow compared to my brown.
Mm. This brown, we will be adding black because we will really need a contrast. We have like all the lights are shining on stage. Yeah. So
A little of the black added to my yellow stage.
yeah.
I have to cover it now. Oh, lucky bunny saved. I'm such a lucky bunny.
And what I do, so where I finish my floor, yeah, I kind of, so you remember we were talking, we do some background to our choice, yeah? So I'm gonna go for orange, maybe Susanna wanted pink. You can choose, you want the opposite, you don't want bright, you want something light.
Maybe you also want rainbow color.
Why not? Yeah, but you also, of course, should consider how it's gonna look with everything, with the rest. Yeah, so then if you put the rainbow, then everyone looks at the rainbow, then no one looks at the piano, and then it's kind of, maybe the question is what's the painting is about.
And I have another thing. I forgot to draw the seat
Yeah.
from the piano thing, and yeah.
But you again, so what you do when you forgot something?
You just go after that again.
Yeah, exactly. So you wait till it's dry and then you can.
Evie,
Uh-huh.
you have to ask me some questions and I gotta answer them. Like, what's your favorite color or something like that.
All right. What is your favorite meal? Food.
Pizza kind of.
Pizza. Which pizza?
I normally like mushroom pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I like cheese pizza.
Yeah.
And
All pizza has cheese.
yeah, but only cheese is also kind of good.
Okay.
And pepperoni.
Nice.
Wait, is pepperoni what's it called? I forgot how it's called in English.
Okay, are you done with the floor?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
It's half covered the shadow.
Very nice. We will need, like, we let it dry and then we add a bit those shadows under the chair and under the piano. Yeah, those shadows are important. But so I will go and do the background and I will also change the direction of my brush. So if the floor, I was moving my brush horizontally, now I take orange and I will move my brush vertically. And I can also use the brush stroke, so I can kind of create maybe some interesting effect. Maybe I mix it also with some yellowish. Maybe there is some like effect of light, you know?
I want to mix, do we only have to mix yellow?
Yeah.
I accidentally painted over my person's legs.
Yeah, I also did the same. What we do, we'll decide later what color dress you want, and we paint the dress all over the legs as well. We pretend the dress is long, and then we just, let's say, maybe the dress is blue, you know?
It's a little hard with my background doesn't look like it's light. It just looks like a paint splatter or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it sounds so bad. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'm, by the way, gonna take a tissue and get a little color off later.
Yeah. You see, it's all just learning process.
Evie,
Tell me.
I still need to do my floor.
All right, yeah, so I apologize, I ran again. So I'm doing horizontal, for the floor, it's horizontal lines, yeah? You finish them somewhere on the level of, let's say, chair, where the sitting part of chair is, somewhere till this level. So then you leave the space for the wall. And then just, yeah, the horizontal lines, some light yellowish, yeah.
I'm taking color off right now.
Okay, be careful if your paper is resistant enough.
No, it's very, very resistant.
Good.
I don't think, okay, you can't really get the color off, so I'm gonna add a little yellow to make it, my creamy yellow maybe, it look better.
I mixed lilac with titanium white, and now it looks really pretty for a background.
Whoa,
I
excited.
think I might choose gold for the dress. I want to do gold for my dress.
Fancy. Now we're talking the stuff, huh? Yeah.
I'm gonna do, I didn't do dress, I did pants.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna do the pants and
Yeah, I mean, you can go, of course, for some like upper part and pants, but I think dress, first of all, for those who lost the legs, like also happened with me, then we just
I didn't use my legs. I still have my legs. I used my pressing thing.
Yeah.
It was very, very sad. Do we have to make a fading of the underground and the background?
No, the background can be one layer. For the background,
Oh,
I'm actually kind of mixing parallel. So I just did the background, some orangey and some yellowish in between. So no, background.
no, I meant like at the end where the two colors are matching together.
Uh-huh.
The background and then the floor together, getting together there.
Yeah. So it's a very good question. Exactly. So I just kind of like made them together. Yeah. But what we can do later when we finish already with the dress and something, we can add maybe some foggy. And like this, we can hide the parts that maybe not so like not so good. Then we can make a fog around our piano. So let's say it's, like the
I'm
moon.
not done with the back. I'm not done yet with the background.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm not doing nothing yet. Yeah, I'll think about which color I want for the dress. I think I'll also go for the pink. You girls persuade.
I'm also going pink because I already have so much pink in my palette.
We all gonna have a pink dress. Yeah.
I'm still working on the floor.
Good, Ellie. Yeah, take your time. No rush. Yeah. And then while you work on the floor, think which color you like for the wall. Yeah. Today we agreed that this area is your personal, let's say, choice. Yeah, because we also like learning art is kind of also learning to take your decisions and yeah. So
I am done with the thing. Can I add the little bit of white on that thing where I colored it accidentally?
yeah. Good one. Go ahead, Sanya. Of course, yeah. You should work on your details. I will do just the shadows under the chair and the piano. Yeah, but so just you can see. Yeah, so just for those of you who may be ready can see. Yeah, so Ellie, no worries. We do it together also with you. Yeah, but it's a little bit, so I took just like very light.
I think that was how the piano was looking like.
Yeah.
I don't, wait, look. Oh. This is how the piano looks like, and this is how the piano looks like. That you can't really see every detail I did anymore.
Yeah, but still not bad, not bad. Yeah. I have a totally feeling it's a piano, and it's a very fancy one.
It's a good $1 million piano.
Oh, $1 million piano. Yeah, I like it. So for those who have the floor, please try to do very lightly some shadow under the piano and the chair.
Can I use my pencil for that?
Very good idea, Sanyana. I congratulate you on this idea. because you see, you already can judge like an artist. Yeah, you know what works better, and you choose the medium that works better for you. For them.
Can I use my pencil for that thing?
Yes, of course. Hmm?
I just need to wait for my floor to dry a little bit more and then I can add the shadow. But my background looks like this.
Let me. Wow, your piano is on fire. Nice one. Nice, nice, nice. You can feel the emotions. How are you doing, Ellie? How is with the floor? More or less, more or less. Take it easy. Take it easy. Let's work till the end. Yeah. I mean, we're not done yet. You can sometimes, like, let's say, you can save all your painting just with one detail. And let's say it can be a very fabulous dress or some stuff.
I'm gonna, Evie, did you draw a dress or did you draw pants?
I will be drawing a dress. Yeah, I'm still not doing this. I'm still waiting
Oh, okay.
for everyone to catch up, but go ahead. Yeah, and
Oh no. I
and-
mean, I don't want this. Why? I was about to draw a dress on it because I actually wanted to draw a dress.
yeah.
But now, because of my weird eraser with drawing pink now, my pants also got pink. My legs, but maybe I can make a long frock.
Exactly. I think the long dress is a good solution.
Exactly. Or else we'll draw more and more. It's better not. Okay, I'm drawing my long dress now.
All right, all right.
Oh no, I have another problem.
Tell me what's going on.
Now also the over the dress is also a little pink now.
So, Sanjana, what we do when we are in troubles, when we're painting?
I take white.
But first, what's the golden rule?
And you have to let it dry and then you can cover it again.
Exactly. Very, very good. Yeah, because if you try to cover it right away, it just will be more mess. Yeah, so
I covered it. It already was dry.
good. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, if you didn't use much water.
No, I did not use water at all for that.
Yeah, then it was.
I'm doing my long dresses until the ground.
Until the ground, exactly.
Can I make a short dress since I didn't cover up my legs?
Fancy, Ellie. Let's do the short dress. Why not? I like it.
Only because I did mistakes. I have a long frock now.
It happens. Don't, I mean, that's not the end of the world.
I kind of want to watch TV now.
Well, I mean, feel free, Sanjana. You can clean up and yeah, I understand you're tired after school. So sure, I mean,
I have black here, so I'm gonna put black.
Yeah, good idea.
No, I'm adding blonde again.
I'm decisive today, huh?
Only because you can't really recognize the hair, or maybe I'm gonna add black then. I'm deciding for different every second.
Mm.
Everything should be different in my painting. I draw the hair
Yeah,
and oh, I need to finish drawing my dress in pink. What did I do? Oh,
yeah, a little shadow under the arm. Yeah, so if you can still do this, so but carefully, of course, not to make the dress all too dark, all too, but just a little bit. This will help create the feeling of shape of the body. Yeah.
and do you know how to speak German?
Yes, yes, ich kann Deutsch. Kannst du Deutsch, Sanjana?
I
Yes.
just finished the draft.
I can speak German. And
I've
Sanjana, take a look, take a look. Juliet's showing her.
it looks good. You can also see the details on the piano, not like me.
Nice, nice, nice.
I can make a trim with it when I'm done with the shadows. And when it's
What should you do for the skin color?
For the skin color, I just put some neutral, like, you know, not really, yeah, I didn't bother. It was something between gray and yellow, just some leftovers I have on my mixing plate.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my creamy thingy, but not too dark.
Exactly, yeah.
What got ruined? Why? And now it feels like my person does not have face. I'm gonna draw face.
Good.
There, better. It kind of looks. Yours look very. Oh! I forgot to draw something. What you did. I was not listening.
The shadow, the shadow.
Exactly.
Good one, good one, good one. I'm remembering.
You forgot. Did you forget to say that you had to also tell us that you already started the shadow?
Yeah.
Evie.
Tell me. Okay, I'm just here experimenting with this area of people. You don't have to do this, yeah, because like today we did already too much job already, you can rest. But I'm just kind of experimenting. Let's see if it works what I was
Planning to.
aiming to do. So I wanted to have as if there is some people, but I'm not sure how to show it yet. So I'm just kind of messing.
Evie.
Yeah, tell me, Sonia.
Do you know how to speak Indian?
No. Indian, I don't. Yeah. But I imagine you can speak Indian.
Yeah, I
Cool.
can speak Indian.
That's a
You
very.
can ask me any word and I'm gonna tell it in Indian. It's almost
Okay,
like
teach me.
English.
I know what I wanted to know. Teach me how to say I love you in Indian. Like how shall I tell it to my boyfriend in Indian?
I know how to write it, but I don't know. I know how to write it in English, but I forgot how it's called.
Oh, okay. Well, then you ask your mom or your sister, you tell me later.
But I know how to write it. I can write it later on
Yeah,
paper.
if you write it, I don't know how to read it.
I'm just gonna show you, but it says just I love you.
Good,
I'm
good.
gonna try to respond. It's not, the Telugu letters are not so easy.
No, not at all.
Okay, no, I can't even write it. I don't know how to write the V.
Yeah.
Because some letters, it's not like A, B, C. It's like you have like A and then it goes long.
I understand.
And then like long A and like that, but not all of them. And only some of them. And then it's like Ka, and then you stress it a little out, like firstly KA and then KHA.
Yeah, interesting. Wow. Very interesting.
Yes, and I'm done with my painting. What doesn't look the prettiest right now?
Wow. I mean, we all have good and bad days. I also have paintings that I'm not happy with. Sometimes I
I won't throw this away. I can learn from this.
we learn every time we paint. We learn from the bad paintings, we learn from the good paintings.
Can I take the tape off?
Sure, go ahead. Take the tape off and then show us your what you got.
Not the best painting.
Yeah.
I'm not upset with me, but I'm also not the happiest with me. I did better in the other paintings.
Yes, that's, I mean, it's not, it's always like this with painters who are experienced. This also happens a lot. Yeah.
Actually, I also wanted to be an artist when I grew up, or gymnast, or singer.
Nice.
Newly, I thought I also wanted to be a singer. Maybe I can, but also be all of the three.
Oh, you are an artistic soul. Yes.
But I make big messes.
Wow.
Evie, I'm gonna throw paper on you now.
So, Sanyana, you ready to show us?
Not yet. I still have to peel one more side.
Good.
Please be nice.
Are you talking to the tape?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Always almost ruined my painting.
What? Next time you're in the shop, you buy another brand of tape. Sometimes some tape has less glue.
No, that's not the problem. The problem is, now this one went okay because it's acrylics, but normally when I draw with watercolors, one side is a little too wet, and then the tape kind of really sticks on it and it rips kind of.
Yeah. I tell you the secret, Sanyana, it happens to all of us. Hey girls, take a look. Yeah. Well, I can totally see a stage, piano, girl in a dress, and a nice pink background. Nice, very nice.
I think we can chat a little bit while I'm gonna clean up here.
Yeah, clean up, and we're also gonna take time to finish. Ellie, which point are you now on your painting? Background, very nice. Which color you've chosen for background?
Gold.
Gold, nice. I love the way you think.
What more I want to say? Oh, Evie.
Yeah.
In our school, since they come first, so it's we're in the Montessori school. I'm in the Montessori school, so it's kind of different than normal schools.
Yeah.
And you also have a little free time up, and then also free time by the ground and something like that.
Yeah.
There, the first, second, third, and fourth class are all together and learn like some stuff. But you don't only have like subject. You also have like free a free time where you can choose whatever you want to work.
Oh,
You have some stuff in somewhere in hanger or something, and you can choose what you want to work.
yeah.
And there in our school, there come for first class kids.
Yeah.
After the summer holidays and like that, and so they don't know so many stuff. They don't know where everything is and everything. So we have something called pattern.
Yeah.
That's kind of like helpers for the whole first class for the first year, so they know where everything is, how it goes in the school and everything.
Yeah.
And I got a kid. Her name is Sarah.
Oh,
Sarah, it's Sarah.
perfect. Yeah.
With you're not only the only one. There are also other kids with you most of the time, but not always. And for her, I made this thing, and here it says something. It says in German,
Mm-hmm.
Willkommen zu der Flugklasse,
Mm-hmm.
because we're in the bad class.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Willkommen zu der Flugklasse.
Uh-huh.
Ich freue mich, and then it says von Sanjana with a heart.
Oh, so sweet. Well, you're a nice partner. Then she must feel very nice. Tell me, Juliet.
I just finished mine.
All right, Sanjana, let's take a look at Juliet's.
I still have to add the shadows and stuff, but this is what it looks like.
Yay. What about the shadows under the piano and the chair? Are there?
Yeah. No, not yet, but I added a bit of some under the chair, but then I painted over it.
Yeah. Okay, good. How you feel yourself?
I feel like her painting is nice.
Thank you, Sanjana. I think the same. Are you happy with your painting, Juliet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because you girls also play piano, isn't it? You told me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like maybe you are on the stage. Have you already performed sometimes?
I never performed.
I remember in our old school, there was a talent show, and every year I would do piano.
Mm-hmm. Wow. What about you, Ellie? Do you have your color for your dress chosen?
I made it lemon yellow, but it sort of turned out a little greenish.
Uh-huh.
Really big, because I accidentally painted out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I like very much your t-shirts today, girls. Both of you, Juliet and Ellie, have very cool t-shirts today.
Evie,
Tell me.
can you maybe later share a screen and we could play a game?
Sure. Yeah, let's just give few minutes to Ellie so then we all are finished.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna also sit on the sofa so it's a little more comfortable.
Yeah. So here.
My mom doesn't allow me to paint on the sofa. I think every mom does that.
No, painting on the sofa is not comfortable. How can you do it?
It's not comfortable, but it's kind of like cool painting on the sofa. You can also paint the sofa now.
Well, there is time for sofa and there is time for painting, and these two things don't come in one place.
Evie, I once used this to do tie-dye.
Ah.
Now I'm gonna fill this up the syringe.
Maybe for if we want titles for the paintings, we can put them on the left side.
Who wants to get sprayed?
Mm,
This is filled. Who wants to get sprayed?
yeah.
No, I would not do that. My laptop would get broken.
Yeah, we
And I
all
don't.
know. Take care of your laptop. It's an expensive.
Yeah, I would not really do that. How to clean your thingies, your brushes on your place. Just put it in the water for 100 minutes and then get it out and they're clean.
You see, and then also if you wipe them with a paper towel, then
Yeah, you don't even need to get up for that.
Good.
I'm missing one watercolor. Which one is it? And I don't see any more colors. Wow. Oh, I remember which one. I had the light blue from the watercolors and I cut it in the end because I needed urgently the light blue, but it wasn't coming out from the watercolors. So I just cut the edge of it so I can get some out. And I was actually through. There wasn't even so much in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always stuck up there. It's like stuck in the very upper thingy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm right now cleaning my box because I have a box where I put all of my important stuff, my colors, my tape, my sponges, and my bigger acrylic paint. Where is it, by the way? Oh, there.
Good. Yeah. Cleaning up is the part of the process. It's you
Yeah, but I don't want to. That's the problem.
but it's a part of the process. If you don't clean, then later you can't paint again because then your
mom will get mad at you.
Also, of course, but like you can paint again once your brushes are clean, your palette is clean, then you can start a new work.
I'm almost.
Let's take a look. Ellie.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna sit down then.
Oh, nice. I love it so much, Ellie. This all golden part. And
That's
I
good.
can totally feel it's the stage. And I can totally feel there is music going on the stage. Very nice, very nice.
Edie, I have another question. Do you only have Juliet and Ellie and me as students, or do you also have other ones?
Yeah. Okay, I'll stop recording since we're done and I'll answer your question.